Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Dons. I'm Elaine.
And I'm Matthew. Today is Tuesday, February 15th, 2022, and you're watching Chtv.
And before we start, we have Barry with his quote of the week.
Morning, Don. This is Barry, and I have your quote of the week. Racism isn't a touchy topic if you're not a racist.
Now, let's get right into today's announcements. Educators Rising is hosting a leadership workshop tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Zoom. Come and learn about communication and tips or tricks for taking leadership in our community. Information will be posted on our Instagram and the Google Classroom. See you there.
If you're interested in joining ASB for the 2022 to 2023 school year, we will have 2 meetings. Today at lunch in the theater and tomorrow at Duck in the theater. We will discuss all the requirements for our upcoming elections and hand out the facts for you to fill out. We would love for you to join our ASB family.
Attention all boys interested in boys basketball during the 2022-23 school year. This will be an informational school meeting on Friday, February 18th, 2022 at lunchroom in 312. Important information for the upcoming season will be discussed.
And that's a wrap on today's announcements.
Now it's time for Walker's Weekly Wind Down.
Walker's Weekly, Walker's Weekly, Walker's Weekly Wind Down.
All right, good morning, Cerritos High School. I'm hoping those giggles aren't contagious here as we go through the wind down, but it is time to shout out those who spent their days displaying the Cerritos way last week. We're going to start off with some academic shout outs. First off, how about Alejandra Galvan? She's a published author. Yes, her story, Living in a Made-Up World, was published in the journal Footprints on Jupiter. Super proud of Alejandra. Also super proud of our MUN. They did it in the Surf City Conference that was in Huntington Beach, won the Best School Award. Bringing home gavels for the Dons were Nikhil Jampana, Janadoshi, Michal Mingitsu, Anushka Panjwani, Catherine Nishii, Patrick Jun, and Siddhartha Suresh. Next up, wanted to shout out our girls water polo team. They had a big week last week in CIF. Started off traveling all the way out to Ontario to play Chtv High School. It was tough in the first half. Had a 1-point lead, but then they pulled away for an 11-6 victory. Then just 2 days later, they had to travel on out to Westminster to play Fountain Valley. It was a tough Fountain Valley team. They came up short. Do want to shout out Camila Oliveira for her 2 goals and senior Jamie Rigor, who chipped in 1. Then, on Friday, boys soccer out to Downey to play St. Pius Matthias. It was a tough battle, but behind goals from Jeremy Coate and Jeffrey Kim, as well as the stellar goalie play of Joshua Moon, we were able to pull out a 2-0 victory. Now, this afternoon, I want everybody to come on out to the soccer field as they play their second round game at home. Let's cheer them on to victory. Now, for the Friday game, it ended about 5 because there was a lot of stoppage time. When I got in the car, there was no way I could get all the way out to Temecula to watch boys varsity basketball in their playoff game. It just, Friday night traffic. It is my job, though, to report. Sadly enough, they did lose to Chaparral High to end their season. All right, girls soccer. They played a Saturday morning game on a very warm morning, but they were on fire. They won 12-2. We had goals from Persephone Deep, Michaela Casada, Christian Maharis, Kayla Oliveira, and Juliana De La Cruz. Now, we also had 2 goals from Vivian Lopez. She is something else with her footwork. Let's take a look at her second goal. As I said, amazing footwork. She's breaking ankles out there, and that earns her a nickname from Mr. Walker, Vivian Scramble Lopez. They play their second round game tomorrow at home against Palm Springs. Let's head on out there to support them tomorrow. All right, next up, wanted to shout out, if we can, working those cue cards out. Saturday night, we had a basketball game in the C House. Girls basketball against Hesperia. Now, behind the hot shooting of Michelle Lee and Maduri Suresh, we had a 19-point lead going into the fourth quarter, but then those Scorpions came storming on back, cut the lead to just 1 with 9 seconds remaining. Now, we had Jasmine Uwe on the line with 9 seconds left, 1-point lead. Let's take a look how this finishes. Dons hang on for a 3-point victory. Very exciting. And who else? Onyeka Nwanzi with that putback. That was 2 of her 23 points. The Lady Dons travel to Claremont tomorrow night for their second round game. Also, we have our wrestlers that are competing in CIF as well. We want to shout out our boys qualifiers, Christian Espinoza, Emilio Ceja, and Hayden Jang. And advancing for the girls, Faith Jernigan and Abby Cordero. Now let's close as we always do with Walker's Weekly Winner. Boys soccer first round game against Downey in the goal. He made several great stops to earn the shutout and the first round victory. This week's winner is Joshua Moon.
It's the dawn of a new dawn week. Let's make it a great one.
That's it for today, Dons.
Thank you for tuning in to Chtv.
We hope you have a terrific Tuesday.